There's something curious about hanging plants. Even when suspended, they seem to touch the environment in a different way. A pot hanging in the corner of the room or on the highest shelf transforms the look, softens the space, and creates a sense of movement, as if nature were breathing inside. And the most interesting thing is that, contrary to what many people imagine, most hanging plants are incredibly easy to care for. They adapt to indoor environments, tolerate low light, and grow with an ease that surprises even those who think they don't have a green thumb. That's why this topic is so useful. Instead of taking up floor space, they utilize the height, which is perfect for small apartments, houses with few pieces of furniture, or people who want to decorate without clutter. Throughout the video, you will learn about species that combine beauty, practicality, and that natural charm that makes any environment more welcoming. So take the opportunity to like, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments where you are watching from. Now let's discover together the best hanging plants to transform your home into a green haven. 1. Pothos, the champion of adaptation. The pothos is one of those plants that seems to have been created for those who want to start without fear. It grows easily, tolerates minor mistakes, and adapts to different light levels, thriving in both well-lit rooms and shadier corners. In nature, it climbs tree trunks using aerial roots. Indoors, it transforms this instinct into green cascades that descend like a waterfall. To care for it properly, simply keep the soil slightly moist, avoid waterlogging, and protect it from direct sunlight. Besides being resistant, it purifies the air, brings freshness to the environment, and combines well with practically any place: shelves, high shelves, hanging supports, or even next to a work desk. Those who live in small apartments or have a busy routine will find the pothos a perfect ally, because it understands the limitations of daily life and still leaves the house with that touch of nature that makes all the difference. 2. English ivy, classic elegance. English ivy has a delicate look reminiscent of charming old gardens, but it adapts very well to indoor environments. Its thin branches form long cascades that create an elegant effect, especially when placed in hanging baskets or high shelves. An interesting fact is that it can help reduce mold and air impurities, making the environment more pleasant. To care for it properly, prefer to keep it in places with indirect light, slightly moist soil, and milder temperatures, as it does not like excessive heat or very dry air. In return, it delivers a touch of sophistication that transforms living rooms, hallways, and even well-ventilated bathrooms. Because it is compact and has a light appearance, it combines perfectly with small spaces or with those who want a softer and more elegant decoration. English ivy is one of those plants that combine beauty and functionality, making any corner more special. 3. String of pearls, the plant that looks like a jewel. The string of pearls is one of those plants that catches the eye at first glance. Its hanging green beads really do resemble small beads, creating a delicate yet modern look. Being a succulent, it stores water in its leaves, which explains its very low watering needs. A curious detail is that in nature, it grows creeping along the ground, but when placed in hanging pots, it transforms into a true, living jewel. To care for it well, simply provide plenty of intense indirect light, well-drained soil, and spaced-out watering, always avoiding waterlogging. It's perfect for those looking for a different plant, for those who tend to forget to water, or for those who want to bring a contemporary touch to the office, living room, or bedroom. In addition to taking up little space, it creates a very beautiful visual contrast and functions as a natural decorative element that instantly gives personality to the environment. 4. String of bananas, fun and resilient. With leaves that really resemble small bananas, this hanging succulent is perfect for those looking for something different, resilient, and full of personality. Like a string of pearls, it stores water in its leaves, making it extremely practical for those who can't follow a very strict watering routine. An interesting fact is that its elongated leaves retain moisture so efficiently that it remains healthy even after days of neglect. It likes well-lit environments, with moderate to strong, always indirect light, and light, well-drained soil. In return, it offers a modern look that matches covered balconies, high shelves, or hanging pots near windows. For those who want to escape the ordinary and add texture to the environment, this plant is a sure choice, and when it finds the ideal conditions, it grows quickly, forming long decorative strands that naturally attract attention. 5. American fern, volume and movement. The American fern is one of the most traditional hanging plants. but it continues to impress with its ability to fit into modern environments when well positioned. Its full volume creates a sense of movement, almost as if the green were dancing in the air. An interesting detail is that it releases moisture into the environment, helping to improve the perceived temperature on dry days, making the house more comfortable. To care for it properly, simply provide indirect light, keep the soil slightly moist, and provide a well-ventilated space. It thrives in spacious rooms, covered balconies, or corners that call for a more natural touch. For beginners, it may seem a little demanding, but maintaining a simple watering routine makes all the difference. In return, the fern completely transforms the environment, creating that forest-like atmosphere that makes the house more vibrant, welcoming, and full of freshness. 6. Green hanging peperomia, charming and compact. The hanging peperomia is ideal for those looking for a small, discreet, and surprisingly hardy plant. Its fleshy leaves store water, making it a champion at tolerating neglect, perfect for busy routines. An interesting fact is that there is a wide variety of peperomias, and many of them adapt perfectly to cultivation as hanging plants. To keep it healthy, simply provide indirect light, light soil, and less frequent watering, always avoiding waterlogging. Because it is compact, it combines very well with small apartments, offices, and even those who are just beginning to explore the world of plants. It takes up little space and works beautifully on shelves, minimalist supports, or hanging pots over tables. Although it may seem simple at first glance, the hanging peperomia has the power to make any environment more organized, welcoming, and with that touch of green that transforms the look without requiring much care. 8. Tradescantia zebrina, vibrant colors and contrast. The Tradescantia zebrina draws attention with its silvery and purple stripes, which add a vibrant touch to the environment. Interestingly, it grows very quickly when given moderate light, creating a dynamic effect. For care, it prefers moist but not waterlogged soil and indirect light. It's an excellent option for those who want color indoors, especially in neutral environments. It works well in living rooms, kitchens, and offices. Besides its striking appearance, it's resistant, adapts easily, and can be pruned to grow fuller. For those who want a hanging plant that truly stands out, the zebrina is a sure choice. 9. Cascading philodendron, modern and exuberant. The cascading philodendron creates a fresh look, full of bright green leaves that fall in a cascading shape. Interestingly, it continues to grow even in low light, making it one of the best options for indoor environments with little lighting. For care, it requires light soil, moderate watering, and no direct sunlight. It's ideal for living rooms, hallways, offices, and small apartments. Besides decorating, it helps purify the air and brings a sense of calm. For those seeking practicality with elegance, the cascading philodendron is one of the best everyday companions. 10. Donkey tail, unique texture. The donkey tail is another well-known hanging succulent with elongated, soft leaves that create a textured look. Interestingly, its tails can grow several centimeters per month when they find good light. It likes strong indirect light, sandy soil, and moderate watering. It's perfect for those who want a striking plant, but with low maintenance. It works very well on covered balconies, bright rooms, and kitchens with large windows. For modern environments, it adds depth and a rustic touch at the same time. Now that you've learned about these 10 hanging plants, it's clear how they can transform any environment without requiring much space or complicated care. Each one brings its own personality. Some are delicate, others are strong and almost independent, others add color, volume, or texture. But they all have something in common: the ability to make the house more alive, lighter, and more welcoming. If you live in a small apartment, work in an office, or want to bring life to a forgotten corner of the house, any of these species can be the ideal choice. And the best part is that you don't need to be an expert. Just observe the plant, create small routines, and enjoy the pleasure of seeing the greenery growing day after day. Now I want to know from you, which of these plants won your heart? Which one do you already have at home, or would you like to start growing? Leave it in the comments, because I love to know your opinion, and it helps me a lot to continue bringing content like this. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share with someone who loves plants. In the next video, I'll show you species that bloom all year round even when living in small pots, and you'll be surprised by the possibilities.